Welcome everyone to the Seeing class. My name is Arianna. We have the little birdies underneath as a soundtrack for the moment because we have a beautiful screen. So imagine it's sunset, and for your yin practice, you are laying down on the mat, but in reality, in your mind, you're laying down on this beautiful grass just behind me. So into any comfortable laying down position, you can also bring your knees to a raise position with the bolster underneath your knees. So as we're approaching in this scenario the evening, we try to bring our yin into the night. So you can use this yin class maybe as a preparation for your night routine. So laying down in here, find your grounding, finding your body very, very heavy here. We're going to start by doing a little bit of breath work together. We take a deep inhale from the nose and exhale it all out of the mouth. Inhale and exhale out. Inhaling and exhale, let it go. We inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1 and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, find the rhythm of your breath. 3, 2, 1. With Kumbhaka holding, inhale, big inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold your breath in here. No breathing. You are controlling your breath. You can always control it, always, in the times where you need to calm down. Long exhale here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Long exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more times. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. Long exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Long exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. Long exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 rounds holding on the exhalation. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, empty, empty, empty. And then hold the breath. No breathing. Deep inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale it all the way out. And then hold your breath. Suck the belly button in. It's going to the direction of the ground in here. Hold your breath. And then deep inhale. And exhale all the way out. Suck the belly button in and hold. Last time. Deep inhale. Deep exhale all the way out. And hold. And release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. and exhale it out. And from where you are, bringing the hands on the top of your chest, maybe at the heart, maybe on the top of one another. Make an intention for tonight to really practice for yourself and to always take care of that little boy or that little girl that is always within you. One inhale. Om. In here, we're going to start to bend the knees and then allowing the body to slide all the way on one direction, maybe coming left side, maybe right side, coming into a fetal position. We're ready to sleep already. And then pressing yourself up into a seated position. We're going to extend the right leg and we're going to place the left leg on the top of the right leg. In here we take a deep inhale and then we're forward folding towards our left leg. Now we can place maybe the bolster on the top of the leg if we need more support, but we try to keep the hands really relaxed. Imagine if I lift your hand, poof, it would go down because it will flop down because it's so super relaxed. So in this position, maybe you find a little bit more of the back of the right leg with this crisscross kind of position with the legs. You can let the bolster go and then forward fold. If it's too much for the head and the neck, because the head is quite heavy, you can always place a block, your bolster in here, but you are gently going towards the direction of the legs. You can, if it's really hard as well, this forward fold, you can raise your seat by placing a block underneath the sitting bones. So in the yin posture, we don't want to feel any pin and needles. We want to be able to stay in these postures, relax, but in an active way, by completely relaxing the upper part of the body. We're working with the weight of the upper part of the body to open the lower part of the body in here. You don't need to hold your toes, you don't need to flex, you don't have to do anything. You just have to relax into it and become very heavy with the upper body. The back of the legs, the hamstrings in yoga is related to kidneys meridian, to the second chakra, the Svatisthana chakra. Everything in the kidneys and in the second chakra is very fluid, is the element of water. We are 70% water, and we thrive when our life doesn't stagnate like the water does in a lake. We thrive when we run like a river, when we have free-flowing movements, when we don't stagnate. Feelings of stagnation in the body, they stay in the body. Any experience you have in your life, everything, as they say, the issue is in the tissue. It remains in the body, so there has to be a way of release. Sweat represents detoxification. Water is the one element we can't live without. We can live without food for a while, but definitely not without water. Coming all the way up, we're going to switch before we take a rebound. So just undo the legs, maybe finding some movement with the feet, maybe some circles. And then the right leg is going on the top of the left leg. Prepare and poof, coming all the way down, super heavy down towards your legs in here. Water element, we find it into our tears. We can cry for joy, we can cry for sadness, but again, it's something that comes out of our body. It's a release. And in this posture, you find your own breathing pattern. Maybe you breathe deeper, maybe you breathe softer. You decide. So yin becomes really a good opportunity for you to become your own teacher. When is too much, when is not enough, a little bit a la Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. So even these postures, they become not too much, not too little, just right. If it's too much, you release the posture at any time. If it's too little, you search for maybe more depth in the posture in here. Few more moments in here. And then slowly, slowly start to tuck the chin to the chest, coming all the way back up. We're going to separate the legs, and then I promise we take a rebound. This time the legs are forward. We can separate the legs so there is space. You can keep them together, or you can place a bolster as well in between the legs. And you're forward folding here, so more hamstrings. You can place a block underneath the forehead in here, and again you're super soft with your body. The upper body, if I had to lift one of your hands, it would be so soft that flops down. There is no tension in your face. You're not holding any expression, you're not pulling, you're just staying. And so many of this posture in yoga, when you first start to do yoga, you realize that all this posture have got some significance related to real life. When we forward fold, we are humbling ourselves, we are surrendering. When we twist, we squeeze something out, maybe represents also what we need to get rid into our life to make space for more to come towards us. When we back bend or open our chest, we are showing our heart, we are opening ourselves to a receiving. Few more moments in here. With your mind, you can be anywhere you want. You can be in your happy place, you can be exactly in this room, as long as you stay present in your body. You can be in your ideal place, in your favorite hug. If you have someone that you normally hug and gives you that, your favorite squeeze, you can be in your favorite childhood place. You can be in your happy place. Especially because we have the time here to truly, truly let go and relax and stay in the posture. And then slowly, slowly, slowly coming all the way back, placing the bolster maybe just behind the back, so your hips are down on the ground, and you can undo all this forward fold by laying back, opening the arms. If you find that your upper back, lower back, and middle back are a little bit tight, you can also lift and raise your head with a block underneath your head. In here, relax your feet. See where your feet wants to go. Maybe they wants to flop, poof, on the outside. Some feet are different. They want to stick up. Some legs are internally rotated, so they want to draw towards one another. But allowing the body to be soft, relax, the palms towards the ceiling. Opening your chest in here. So we are trying to combine opposite muscles group as well. Forward folding, back bending. When we twist, we're going to do some hip openers. So we bring balance, because in our life we find the yin and the yang constantly. And in between two opposites, there is always a balance. Always. And we thrive to find, hopefully, more or less that balance in our life. Not all the time happens, that's okay, because we are here just searching, and not to be perfect, but just to find the space where we can be ourselves into the full expression of our beings. Full of energy, re-energized. So see your yin class as well as a good opportunity for you to stop everything, to stop your busy day, to stop your busy mind, and just allowing you to gain your energy back, maybe to give more to other people and also to yourself. Inhale and exhale in here. Inhale, breathing in and breathing out. And if you think about the water element, your breath is smooth like water. So when is in balance, the water or the breath, when it's too stormy, is an imbalance of water. Where it's too placid is an imbalance of water. When a river runs through and gets into the sea, to a wider space is imbalance because a continuous motion, as much as the breath. The breath is continuous. When is imbalance, when we are stressed, when we are rushing, and we hold our breath, when we are scared, when we are agitated. So allow yourself to really breathe. Breathe your body, breathe your body. Bring in the knees just to a bend, allowing the knees and yourself to roll all the way on one direction away from your bolster. Move your bolster away so then you can lay yourself all the way down towards the ground. Bring in the knees to the chest. Massage the lower back side to side and bring the knees all the way towards the left hand side, opening your arms, gazing towards the opposite direction. We come into a spinal twist. You can place a bolster or a block in between the knees if they don't want to stay together. You can place a block underneath, if we are on the left, until underneath the knee, that is the left one, that is closer towards the ground. And internally you're gazing because your eyes can be closed. Notice when your eyes are closed, your brain has to read less and pick up less information because we move around the whole day seeing and looking at things that happen around us. So our brain constantly reads, and as a computer has to decode everything that happens. And is constantly trying to make sense in order to keep the body completely safe. Because the only job that your brain is trying to do is to keep your body safe. Fight and flight, or rest and digest. So when you close your eyes, you really tackle into the right side of your brain, the creative side, the sensory side, that one that has to rely on your hearing instead of your visual. And you will notice very soon if you are very good at looking or hearing. It's almost like when we work our working memory. Are you better at looking at images and remembering them, or are you better at hearing names of objects and remembering them when you write them down? There is no right and wrong, there is no winning. It's just observing and learning from your own mind. In this twist, we reached the third chakra. We were tackling the first one by laying down and grounding. Or by sitting down, you can connect to your first. But in the third chakra, the one connected to your belly button, your stomach, your digestive system, your twisting, you are into your manipura in here. The belly button represents the fire, the drive that you have, your agni, the fire for your life. Bringing the knees to the chest and releasing them all the way in the opposite direction. If you lack of space, you can scoop a little bit your hips towards the opposite direction of the mat. Finding your twist on the opposite direction. Opening the arms, gazing even with your eyes closed towards the direction that is opposite to your knees, so towards the left hand side if your knees are on the right. See if your shoulders can come and touch the ground. And what happens in here, you can increase the feeling and the sensation by bringing the knees higher towards the arm, or maybe lower, so you find your outer part of the glutes slightly bend, but also a rotation for the chest in here, a twist. And in yoga, this can represent really squeezing any feelings that you don't need to, any situation that you don't need to, in order, like in Feng Shui, to make space, like decluttering in order to make space. But also, as we were saying, this is the place where your drive lives. The goals you set yourself to, whatever you reach, lives in the tummy. Your fire can burn very much, can burn very little, too much burning too quickly, too much over managing, overdoing, exhaust you, too little doesn't challenge you enough. So always the balance in between doing too much and also resting, so taking the time to rest and digest. And I like the analogy that says also, where your knees are pointing is exactly the direction of your past. Whatever is gone in the past, you can retrieve it back. Your eyes are, even with the eyelid closed, they are gazing towards your future, because you're always going onwards. But in between the top of your head and the base of your spine, there is your actual spine, and that's your present, is your connection between the top of the bottom of your body and you being able to stay in the present, because life only exists in the present moment, right? From here, bringing the knees to the chest, massaging the lower back side to side, side to side. Little bit of a massage, lower back side to side, knees, swipers with the knees. And then could you place the sole of the feet together and the knees down to the ground, finding your Supta Baddha Konasana. So we do all the opposite muscles in here, and then I promise I give you rest. So if the knees are struggling to be up, you can place block underneath both knees. You can place a bolster and a couple of blocks, or you can place one block if one part of the inner thigh or the groin is tighter than the other. You can place one block under one knee and release the other one, and then we can switch as well halfway through it. In here, you're really relaxing your legs. Imagine your knees are almost like a deflated tire, where you take the little pin from the tire and deflate, and just comes down, relaxing all the way down to the ground. And in here, in terms of chakras, we are our chest is open, our chest is towards the ceiling, maybe the arms are open, maybe the palms are open. And we are coming into the groin again, second chakra. The first chakra, we often see it as the chakra when we are babies. We are pretty much relying on somebody looking after us. We don't have very much movement because we are sitting in a little playpen or in the cot. We can't move ourselves. So we rely on an adult coming and helping us. But when we come into the second chakra, is related to when we start to crawl and we find movement. And when we find movement and we start to walk and crawl away, we find freedom from our spot, freedom from our parents. And that's related in the chakra system to you finding freedom and finding adulthood. You're out there, no one is there for you apart from you looking after yourself. So always promise yourself to look after that little you, if you're a little boy, or a little girl, that is inside you always. And with the chest opening here, always keep a lot of love for yourself and then give love to other people. Because the analogy, if you ever have taken a flight, which I'm sure everyone has been on a flight, when they explain how to use the oxygen mask, they say, please make sure first you place the oxygen mask that is going to keep you alive for yourself, to you, and then help other people around you, including your children. And then slowly bringing the knees together and release the legs in here. You can place a bolster this time underneath your knees, extending the legs forward so the legs are supported. You can also place the head on the top of the block in here. Relaxing. Slowly starting to bring the knees to the chest and allowing the knees to come all the way on one side, right side, left side, you choose, into a fetal position. Make sure you move slowly, and then coming into an all-four position, placing the hands on the top of the blocks. You can find your puppy dog position in here, curling the toes under and send the chest down. You can just get rid of the bolster as well, placing the hands on the blocks, extending the arms, placing the forehead down. Different option, placing a block under the chest and releasing, sorry, I have my microphone, the forehead on the ground. So if you need more support, block under the chest, 1 block, 2 blocks. Your bolster can be horizontal or vertical for you. You are extending the arms forward and you're coming into your puppy dog positioning here, your Anahatasana. You can also lift the hands, create an extension for your hands by placing the hands on the blocks. So everyone is different in here. Yep. We stay a few more moments in here and then we will change it into a Sphinx after this. By you extending your arms, again, we're stimulating the meridian of the heart. As I was saying, there is this yoga statement that says the issue is in the tissue, and this because when we start our yoga practice, we start moving our body and we start to find places of tension, stagnation place. Where does it hurt? Where is more uncomfortable? Do you feel this is easy? Do you feel this is harder? Why? In terms of meridian and places, liver, the right side of the body is where we feel is related to the feeling of anger. Sadness is in the lungs. The meridian of the lungs are also on the inside of our arms, as much as the meridian connected to our heart. We are in the heart chakra. Of course, in the chakra system, the ability of first and foremost loving yourself and then everyone else, but also the ability of allowing people to come in. So exposing yourself to potentially be heartbroken. So if you are skeptical about the chakras, please remind yourself that we are pure energy. We are moving energy constantly. Slowly starting to come back into an all four position, and we take some cat cows before we take the next posture. On the inhale we look up, and on the exhale we round. Slow movements in here into your cat cow. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, rounding, heavy neck. Inhale, lift. You can even keep your eyes closed. Exhale, gaze inwards. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. From here, we're going to come all the way down, placing the forearms on the ground. We find our Sphinx. Now, we can keep the forearms down if this is enough. We can elevate our arms if we need to have more space, more opening in the front of the body. My hips are down, my legs are open in here as much as you want. You can lift your chest by keeping your bolster underneath your chest, or you can place your forearms on the top of your bolster in here. And in here you're finding the front of the body from the hips to the neck. You find an opening into this kind of back bend. Can be more soothing, maybe the head on the top of the block if you want to release it down. And in here you breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale. Few more. Inhaling from the nose, exhaling down. If your forehead is on the top of the block and you are gently pressing your eyebrows in the space, so in between the eyebrows on the top of the block, you are in your third eye, the point of vision, your vision, where you see yourself going. Where you see yourself, what are the goals that you set yourself? Few more moments in here. And then slowly starting to release the posture, maybe placing the bolster in between the legs. In here, take a child pose by hugging your bolster, so the bolster is in between the legs. Compressing the tummy on the top of the bolster, so activating the spleen meridian and the stomach meridian. Also meridian that we tackle when we do posture for the front of the leg. We're going to do them in a minute, but for the quadriceps. Every groin posture, second chakra related, is connected to the liver, glutes and IT bands, to the gallbladder. So all these points that we stimulate in the yin practice are exactly the same point that if you go and have an acupuncture session, they will be exactly the same meridian where the needle will be stuck in, or the acupressure by pressing, with your finger in a specific point. They are exactly the same. The mapping is the same. Slowly coming all the way back into your all four position. Make sure that your left knee, you are double padded under the left knee. You can place your bolster as well, so then your knee doesn't have all the pressure underneath. You can bring the right foot forward, left hand can be on the block. In here you can stay high, you can stay low, you find your dragon position, or maybe you are coming higher here and you need to stay higher. Find the front of the left leg, that quadriceps that I was talking about. Make sure that if you need to double pad under the left knee, you are not right on the top of the knee bone that is quite uncomfortable. You can also place a soft block underneath. I can bring it to you actually. Yes, you have it. Because sometimes, oh, you have one. There you go. Oh, you have them, guys. No, not in the back. And this notice how you feel in this posture. Normally is one of the most uncomfortable for people posture somehow. Maybe because, you bike or walk a lot or stand a lot or sit a lot. If your quadriceps, the front of your legs, get really tight, it's quite uncomfortable. But again, in the uncomfortable zone is where you grow. So stay in a place that doesn't hurt. Stay in a place where you can stay without pulling, without doing any damage, but you can stay there breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. You can change your breath if you find this is quite intense, then breathing deeper, in and out, in and out, in and out. Inhale and exhale. 30 more seconds. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Slowly, slowly moving back. We find a half split. Extend the right leg, left knee bent. You can place a block underneath the right leg and forward fold in here. Forward fold. With the right leg extended, poof, the chest is coming down towards the ground. And you can place a block underneath the right hip in here. So you find the back of the right leg. There. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Few more moments here. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Roll yourself all the way on the right forearm. Release the left leg. Right hip down. Catch your left foot in your left hand. You can come all the way down in here and find the front of your left leg by gently bringing the left heel, the left foot behind. Find the front of the left leg. If you prefer, you can take a half saddle as well and lay all the way back, okay? So few options here. If half saddle is bothering the top of your foot, the knee, you're going to lay all the way on one side. You can stay on your right forearm. You can lay all the way back in here. Finding the front of the leg. Making space in the body where is more strong. And if there is tension or resistance in your body, just release it, release it, release it. Releasing the posture in here. Releasing the left foot. Bring your bolster in an horizontal way in here, so you can actually roll it underneath your shoulder blades, so your shoulders are free here to go over the bolster. Bring your block under your head in here and opening the arms here, so supporting the upper back. Support your upper back. You can, if you don't have a bolster, of course you can do them with you can do it with the blocks, by placing the blocks almost like if you are a woman on your bra line, and if you are a man, because you never wore a bra, I take it, but like, or I don't know, but like in a with your blocks where your shoulder blades kind of meet. Okay, so just to give you an idea. And anyway, if you are a man, you know where a bra lives. So opening the upper back, and it's very important we open this upper back, because so much during our day-to-day life we are looking down. We're looking down when we walk, we look down when we type on the phone, we look down when we are on the computer, we sit down and we curve in. So just undoing kind of like every single gazing down, but gazing up in here, opening the upper back that become quite tight. And also exposing the throat. The throat is towards the ceiling, and again, this is in the chakra system, is your throat chakra, your Vishuddhi chakra, and represents the ability of you to express yourself in a clear, in a kind way. The way you speak and talk to yourself is very important. The way you speak and talk and explain what you need and what you want to other people is also very important. Your throat is directly connected to your ears, and the way you speak has to be equal to the way you listen. So the ability to listen to other people as well, feelings to other people requests, and the ability of expressing yourself. When it's closed, you can express, you can say what you want to say. When it's open, you're free to say, obviously without offending anyone around you. But also be mindful to yourself, like speaking to yourself with positive words, encouraging words, and supportive dialogue. You can, you should, you will, you shall, everything without a negative connotation. I won't, I don't, I couldn't, I can't, I shouldn't, darira. Because the words become your dialogue of day-to-day life. And then slowly, placing the hands behind your head, tuck the chin to your chest, lift yourself up, come on the side, remove the bolster from your back, lean all the way on one side, coming up into a seated position. We find dragon on the opposite leg. So left foot forward, right knee down, start to bolster, prep yourself up, blocks in here, find a low dragon, a high dragon, however you want to find this position. You find the front of your right leg, maybe some part of the groin in here, maybe you want to come into a twisted dragon. See where is the space tight in your body. Where do you need to make more space? Everyone is different. Maybe some people is the front of the leg. Everybody looks the same. 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head, 2 of everything else. But 1 nose. 2 nostrils though. 2 eyes. 1 head and 2 parts of your brain. The brain always portrayed like this lonely organ, which actually we have a left and the right side. Oh, I lost my mic. Deeper or more shallow breath in here, as you want. Few more moments in here. And then we find our half split, extending the left leg, maybe placing a block underneath the left hip, forward folding towards the left leg in here. And see if you need to forward fold on the top of the leg or you need to go a little bit more on the right hand side. In my body, specific body, this is way more effective than just placing all my weight towards the left leg. And this is where yin, you become your own teacher, because only you can determine how you feel in your body. I can't feel what you feel. I can feel only my body. So the teacher just give you a direction or a suggestion, and then you find the point of tension. In this case, we're finding the back of the leg, the hamstrings, maybe the back, the calf, maybe the back of the knees tense, or maybe you're super open and supple, and that's okay. Few more breaths in here. And slowly releasing. If you have a block underneath your left hip, take it away, and then you can take the body all the way back into that half saddle, or you can roll on the left hand side and catch the right hand with the right foot. Sorry, I wanted to move my block so I can lay on the way back. So if half saddle is not you, and you feel the right knee is not happy, the right foot is not happy, you're going to come on the side, you can stay on the left forearm, you can stay just laying down and resting your head towards the left arm in here. Few more moments in here. And then slowly releasing, coming up to come all the way down. Elevate the legs, rest the legs on the top of your bolster, and release. If you find your hands want to close, maybe placing a block on your palms, so then the fingertips can relax. And find your body into a really relaxed position. Imagine you are so heavy that you feel like you've been pinned down to the ground in here. Relaxed, heavy in here, super heavy. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. You can stay exactly as you are, or you can add also a lift for the chest by placing your blocks into a T position and giving more support to your spine, so you can come up and then lowering yourself all the way back. The blocks can be all flat or medium, and you can rest the spine on the block that is vertical and the head on the block that is in an horizontal position. And in here, really opening the arms and imagine yourself super heavy. Imagine yourself like an ice cream that is melting on the top of those blocks or on the top of the bolster. So the ice cream is melting and you are coming poof, all the way down, relaxing the toes, relaxing the feet, relaxing the legs, relaxing the tummy, the belly button. There is no tummy to hold in. The tummy is free to lift and lower. The chest is relaxed and heavy, is free to lift and lower. Your shoulders are relaxed, your hands, your arms are relaxed, your throat is relaxed, the back of your neck, your chin, your lips, your expression on your face is relaxed. You hold no expression in between your eyebrows, your eyes and eyelids are soft. You're just listening to the sound of my voice, telling you that you're safe, you are relaxed. There is no frowning because there is no tension in between the eyes. The eyes are closed and they can be free from visual, so you only tackle on your right hand side of the brain. Your head is heavy and relaxed. Your top of your head is your Sahasrara chakra, the top, the white light. When we think about the neck is the bridge between the body and the head, between the heart, the feelings and the thoughts. Normally what you feel is not what you think is right, maybe what you think is not what you feel, or maybe the brain sometimes interfere with what you feel. But the brain job is to constantly read information, putting them the left hand side into list, into logic, into something that makes sense, while the right side reads information about other people, body language, other people, how they look at us, how they move, so it's constantly recording and decoding informations. And it's really a perfect system. It's left and right in yin and yang. There is the left side, your nurturing feminine side, and your right side, your energetically male side, your drive, your stamina, all qualities, masculine qualities, strength. And we need them both, like we need both sides of our brain to have a brain. We need both. But in between yin and yang, we find the balance. So we don't become too yin, too supple, too floppy, demotivated, and not too young, too wanted to micromanage everyone, controlling everything. There's nothing to control, nothing. There is just being you at any point in your present, any point of the day, being present for yourself, being present for other people around you. And slowly, slowly coming back into your body, coming back, maybe moving the fingers, maybe moving the toes. Bring your arms across your chest, take a deep inhale and give yourself a big hug. Really tight yourself, tight, 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 big hug. Inhale and exhale tight, give yourself a big hug. One arm here together, making yourself a promise to really, really look after, as if you were your own parent, to that special little person inside you all the time, before looking after anyone else. Inhale, one arm together. And then bending the knees, maybe sliding the bolster away from you. Bending the knees, bringing them to the chest, allowing them to come all the way on one direction, allowing yourself to come into a fetal position. Stay into your fetal position. If you have the blocks, removing the blocks. Coming into your fetal position and really staying here as much as you need to before meeting me in a seated position. So take your time, take your time. And in your own time, we're going to meet into any comfortable seated position for yourself. Maybe sitting on the bolster, maybe sitting on the block. Interlacing the hands behind your backs, maybe drawing the shoulder blades together. Tuck your chin to the chest and stretch the space between the neck, the shoulders, the head, the shoulders in here. Releasing the hands, fingertips behind the head, drawing the elbows towards one another, rounding the upper back. Find the access to your neck in here. Maybe goes up until the middle back or upper back. Maybe you can find some more stretching here. And last one in here, extend the arms. The left hand is taking the right forearm. You're leaning towards the left hand side, and then you're gazing down, stretching the right hand side of the neck. Gaze down, find the point of tension, because we find during the day especially we hold so much tension around this area, the neck. You can make a fist with the right hand if it helps more. And then we switch. Tuck the chin to the chest. Extend the left arm, always holding where you have a meaty bit and not at the joint. So we don't want to stress the joint, but where we have a muscle. Leaning towards the right and then gazing down. Almost like you want it to peek towards your right hip in here. Coming all the way back to center, place the hands at the heart center. Namaste, guys. Thank you so much. I hope I numb you completely to a fantastic rest tonight. Like, very zen. Thank you so much for following us from home. See you very, very soon.